Welcome to the Instagram project. We are going to have so much fun this summer. You're going to make 56 posts to Instagram. You can be working on a long term project, you could continue that. Some of you guys might be new to photography and you're like, I don't have a long term project. What am I going to do? Don't worry, I've got a link here to 56, more than 56, 82 ideas that you could explore. You might want to be a daily documentarian, shoot whatever is part of your life. So we've got a lot of options for what we're going to do here. We're going to work on hashtags, how to use hashtags to build our following. We're going to record our hashtags. We're going to try to grow our following by using our hashtags. We're going to learn how to set up images to the correct size for Instagram. We are going to maybe make an action for Photoshop. There's a video here, and about 2 minutes and 43 seconds in, it tells you how to make a simple action. We're going to write captions for our Instagram photos, and our captions a lot of times will draw people in, and you get them reading, and then they want to continue to look. We might play with the Adobe Spark Post. I love to make up words. You might decide that this semester you want to choose 56 quotes and make images to go with those 56 quotes. And putting it together using Adobe Spark Post is a great way to do it. It's a great way to add words to an image. It looks really good. And then we've got some time where we're just going to go post, 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 post. I'm going to add some stuff down here, and I'll probably be sending you out emails. So be sure to save me into your contacts so that my email comes through. There's a syllabus. I'd like you to read that. You're responsible for knowing everything in the syllabus. It's the standard stuff that you see in most of our classes. I'm going to ask you to do a who are you? And that means answer these questions right in here. These questions right here. And that's going to be due Friday, June 8th at 11:59 p.m. I'd like you to email this to me at hhprotz@cox.net. Save that email. So just copy and paste these questions into your email. I don't want Word attachments or pages or anything. I just want it to open up in my email. I don't want to have to open a program to read what you put here. In the subject line, please put Instagram project. Who are, and then it should have you. I'm going to add the you to it in a minute. Anything we post this semester, let's use this hashtag right here. And that's the hashtag that tag, that little number sign. So CSN-IG 2018. So include that on all of your posts. Remember I said that we have a link with 82 ideas? That link is right here in Summer Semester Shooting Challenge. When you think about it, 56 images really is not that many images, one a day. But guess what? You can post more than one a day if you're on a roll. So we've all come here from different places. Some of us have been shooting for 20 years, some of us for 20 days. That's no problem. This class is for you. We're just going to make images, we're going to get them out there posting, and we're going to grow our following. Here's some of these great ideas. Make a series of images with one dominant color. So red is a great color. Yellow. If you do something like that, you might want to do a little research as into what the color signifies. What's the symbolism of the different colors? It's always fun when you're in a city to make a series of images with leading lines. I like to find a spot that's interesting and hang out for a while and make images. See what happens in front of me. So I might be down on Fremont Street, and that little bar area outside of one of the casinos that has the saddle seats, that's a pretty interesting spot, and different people come through there constantly. So you might hang out around there and make some images of people interacting with that. So those are just a couple of ideas. You can make a series of portraits of hands. Hands are actually pretty darn hard to photograph, so that could be really challenging. You could make a collage from your prints and found items and then rephotograph it. No one says it just has to be straight images. Make a beautiful image of something ugly. Make 7 of those. Make 56 of those. Let's see, what else do we have down here that's fun? Some of these are just kind of boring. Shoot at f/22 for a week. Don't do that. Make a series of trade images. Photograph your fears. Photograph your failures. Photograph a memory from childhood. And that could be like a story, an Instagram story that you could put out there. Shoot from the hip for the day. That's literally what it is. You put your camera down at your hip and you shoot, pointing at what you think your subject matter is. One of the fun things about an exercise of not looking through the camera is that you get some magical things. A lot of garbage, but every now and again something magical happens, and then you can incorporate that into your seeing daily practice when you make the images. Um, Write an artist statement to go with your work. No one says it has to just be out there in the wild with no content from you. And that's kind of what a caption is, too. Captions can be like little mini statements, or they can be little stories about the image, little stories about how you make the image. Make a series of images based on entertainment. Make a series of digital pinhole images. Some of you might know what that is, and some of you might not. So go look it up. And of course, anytime that you're working on any of your projects, I'm here for you. Email me, hhprotz@cox.net, and I will answer you and help you out as much as I can, which is a lot. So add to this list. What other ideas do you have for about shooting? And then share your ideas with me. I want to know what you're thinking. So that's a whole bunch of stuff right there for you. Let's go over to here. So here's my Instagram page, Heather Protz. So follow me, and I need to follow you. So part of that who are you is how I'm going to find you. I would like you to make your Instagram accounts public so that everyone can see them, because we can't build a following if people can't see your work. You're photographers. If you're worried that you have pictures of your kids or something, or your grandkids, delete those pictures or start a new Instagram account for you as a photographer, not a family account. You can have more than one. I have 269 posts, 622 followers. I'm following 429. I would love to get my followers up to 1,000. I don't know if it's possible to do that in this short of a period of time, but that's what I'm hoping to do. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't made a post in weeks, well, 2 or 3 weeks. And I go through little spurts where I post a lot and then I don't post for a while. That's not a good Instagram practice. It's best to post every day. When I did this series, um, I posted one of those a day and I grew my following by like 30 or 40 people. Stuff like this, bikes, if you put a bike hashtag in there, people who like bikes are going to look at it, and then they're going to start following you. And I photograph a lot of bikes. There's another bike up here, um, another bike here. Some reason they just fascinate me. So I always am sure to include that. When I was working on these images around Caesars, I tagged Caesars as a hashtag, and I tagged travel photography, and then that took me in a whole new direction of people following me as well. These, I also included a hashtag of up high. So when you start to look at your Instagram feed, start to look at hashtags people are using and look for work that's similar to yours and start to record those hashtags so that you remember what they are when you want to use them. I make a note and just drop them in my notes. So I even have a little mini video in here that you could watch. So you want to try to be consistent in what you're doing. I kind of jump around because I work on a couple of different series at once, but I'm going to try to be consistent for the semester in that consistency in the type of look that I'm putting out there. So I've started to gather images that I want to post to Instagram. This one is out of place. It's black and white. All the rest are this kind of that grittier color look. So I'm going to go back and rework that. I've got 16 images in here right now, and this is stuff that I haven't shown yet, processed. And I had a busy spring, so I've got tons of images to go back through and work with. I was in New Orleans right after school ended, and I made a whole bunch of images that I'm going to be posting too. So I'm kind of pulling from my archive a little bit. So, and that's okay if you're working on a long-term project and you have that, spectacular image, drop that image in. We're also going to talk about how to schedule posts. So like you could put 5 or 6 together and have them come out at a specific time each day. So we're going to get into that to automate it a little bit also in a couple of weeks. So that's kind of the general overview of the class. I hope you think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a blast. Um, let's get back here. There we are, back to the Instagram project. So do the Who Are You, get it to me by June 8th, and start posting immediately because you guys got to do 56 posts. So to submit your work to me, you're just going to send me an email at the end of each week with your 7 images. If you did more than 7 images, send more than 7 images. And I want them sized to the Instagram sizes here. Okay? So then we don't have to worry about being too large. At the end of the semester, I may ask you for some of your larger photographs. So keep your master file size and then your resized shots here. And I'll probably make a request for you to send me the master file size as a JPEG of a few of your images throughout the semester that I want to keep from the class. So hopefully you will have that all under control. You can shoot with your iPhone, you can shoot with your DSLR, you can shoot with your Micro Four Thirds, you can shoot Polaroid, you can make stuff and photograph it. This class is wide open to whatever you want to do. It's about posting and building our Instagram following, making images. So, do the Who Are You, get it into me, tag everything with our class hashtag CSN-IG 2018. Every single post needs to have that on it. Make your Instagram public so we can all see it. And I'm going to share everyone's Instagram in the class on here. I'm going to make a list and put it out there, send it in an email or something so that we can follow each other and make comments. So follow your classmates and make comments on their Instagram posts. And we'll talk more about that also as we go on. So yeah, that'll come as an email to you. Have fun, snappy, snappy.